M0FXB Icom 705. Let's start from scratch. This radio has been factory reset, and if we hold down the DR mode, there's nothing in there. So the first thing we need to do is get a SD card into our radio. I'm using a 16 GB SD card, and you need to format it in your PC. Just put it into an adapter like this kind of thing. Put it into your PC, USB, plug it in, and then right click, select format on this drive. So at your PC, right click the Windows square here, go to File Explorer, and you will see when your SD card is plugged into your PC, on the left here you'll see an F or a different letter. So right click it and go Format, Start. OK, and it should format. Click OK and then close, and you can right click and select Eject. Now get that SD card and let's put it into our radio. Back at the radio, get our SD card facing this way. Fold down the flap, facing forward. Just carefully put that into the SD card slot. It should go in easily and then click. If it's difficult, you've got it at the wrong angle or the wrong way round. Okay, that's in our radio. If we turn on our radio, or go to the SD card flashing bit there, you'll see it stops flashing. Then you go Menu, Set, go down to SD card until you see the word Format. There you are, Format. And we do this when it's the first time use. Click OK or Yes. Let that complete. And then we want to save just one time to it. Save setting. You probably don't have to do this one, but I like to do this. So we know that the SD card is ready for loading up our repeater files. And other files. You can load up photographs. Okay, that's done. Just back out. Let's get our call sign in there. We'll go Menu, Set button here. Then look for My Station. Here it's My Station. Tap the screen. My Call. Number 1, look. Tap number 1. Tap it again, My Call, and we're going to put in there. You have to hold it on the 1. Edit, and then we're going to put in M0FXB, and you want to keep going space because you want to go the other side. Tap the screen I did, and I'm going to put in let's put in 705. You can put in 4 digits. M0FXB 705, enter. That's all in there. And we'll just save it again. Menu, Set, go down to SD card. We're going to go Save. You can go onto the same file. Yeah, so at least you know your call sign's in there, and it's going to work on in D-Star or DR mode. DV. Back. With the SD card back in our PC, this window opens and you can see the 705 file there just showing at the top. On the left, we've got dstarinfo.com. So go to this link and carefully, there's a few to choose from, but you want the one that is repeater list downloads for DR mode radios. Okay, so click the second one down. Then scroll up, and there is a notice saying we need to use our coordinates in here, not just entering our locations. So I can't just type in, say, Bristol. I've got to put in longitude and latitude. So we find this by going to this site here called latelong.net, and you just type in your town, which is what I've done, and then we've got latitude, longitude showing here. We'll go back to this, we'll copy that one, that's latitude, copy, and we'll put that into the latitude box. Then longitude, remember the minus, copy, put that in here. Then we'll select my radio, I'm UK, like so. Click look up location, and it's come up with IO81. All looks good, and we'll click download. We have our file. So let's get that into our SD card. Hover over the yellow file and re-find your 705 file. Double click it. The file that's just appeared at the top, right click it and go show in folder. So you can see it there. Hover back on the left. And double click CSV and repeater list, and that's blank, and then we're going to slide that in there and let go, and then that's ready. We can now grab our SD card and put it into our 705. So pop your SD card back in, just remember it's that way round, and then just fold down the flap and just slide it in there. Just be careful and just click it in. Okay, should turn it off really, but I haven't. So it stops flashing, you see the blue there for SD card. Then we're going to go menu, set, SD card, import, export, you're selecting, import, export. And you go import, so tap it, import, repeater list, it's there, that's the file we just loaded. Tap it, and then it says keep or not keep, skip settings. I put no because I want it to show everything. Then go yes, and it's now importing. We may have to reboot at the end. Okay, restart, fair enough. I loaded the photograph, and you can load that using the, you can actually use a program called the Icom make where it sends the photograph to your radio, or you can just load it to one of those files that's called boot picture. So now we will have DR mode. Hold down, see the white button here, or it says call. There you are, we now have repeater list. If you want our scope, just go menu scope for now. It looks a bit nicer, and you can expand it. See the scope when you've got frequency. So now you're seeing all your repeaters, and you can go nearby repeater all, and it will find one. I know it says GPS invalid, but it has found my nearest repeater, and when you just tap it, it puts it there. Now really you need to add your hotspot, so I'll just quickly show you how to add that hotspot, because it's going to be the main thing that you need. But Cardiff repeater is near me. Generally when we talk to a repeater, we actually choose, tap the top, and we actually choose, if you go to reflector, use reflector. But you know, I also use that on my hotspot. So to add a hotspot, you have to come out of DR mode. So you have to hold down and just be in normal radio mode. So remember, hold down is DR, tap it, you come out. You have to go to menu and go to number 2, DV memory, and then we're going to go to repeater list. I would just choose UK, so go down, United Kingdom. You can choose anyone here and hold your finger on it and choose, instead of choosing edit, choose add. You can edit one, but it's going to make sense to just add one. So first stop is name. We'll just call it, just for quick, hotspot, HS for now, enter. Don't worry about subname. Call sign, you're going to need to get that in there. So M, this is your hotspot now. F, X, B. And you always, I know it's confusing, but you have to go to, keep going spaces, and then push B. That's your call sign. Enter. Go down 1. It already enters the next line for you, which is nice. We know we're in group United Kingdom. Use from, I always put yes. Frequency, tap that. Put in the frequency of your hotspot. .550, which is mine. Enter. Then go down 1. We need to set a 0 duplex. So it's because even though you're using a hotspot, which is simplex, it wants to think it's the repeater. So plus or minus on the duplex, just tap that. You've got them already. But then just go to the offset and tap it and just 0 that off and click enter. You want a 0 shift, but you do need a shift. Position, I'm just going to leave it as none. But if you want to put your position in, then just add it in, really. And I'm not going to add a UTC offset. And then we're going to go add right. Okay, we've now got our hotspot. So if we back out all the way and then go back into DR mode, at the moment the bottom is connecting us to our repeater. Have a quick check, see if we can access it. You can actually set your Vox button to be a PTT, interestingly, but I'll grab the mic. Interestingly, the mic hole is tiny. There you go, microphone's in. The other connector turns the microphone into a speaker by the looks of it. So let's just quickly key up that 439-700 and see if we even make it. Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo. Not by the looks of it. If you do make it, you normally get information, but that's okay. Let's select our hotspot. So we're going to tap the bottom, hold our finger on it, and we're going to go to, where can we find it? That's the quickest way to find it. Tap it. There it is. Sometimes it would come up under near repeater if I'd put in the location. So we'll have to go repeater list, United Kingdom, and then we're looking for that hotspot memory. There it is there, HS. And now, oh, it looks like there's someone there. Turn up the volume.
On my transmission, there's no doubles here in
and that's my hotspot.
So
highly recommend you get a hotspot. It just makes it so much more fun, I think, and easier. It's like having your own repeater at home. And this is the touchscreen hotspot. It's just excellent. Made by DV Mega. I use it all the time. So to speak, you have use reflector. But if you tap it and select, let's just do it right. Tap it, reflector. Let's turn this down. You can link to a reflector by going down to link. You can go direct input and select one here. So if we go select one, and then you want Charlie.
Yeah, Roger, it's just you and I at this one. What are you talking?
Set. So now when we key, if we key, it would link to that reflector. And you can do XLX and XRF. Link, reflector, or you can do unlink, and you can do echo test, and then the last one is information. When you key that, it tells you what you're connected to. So hopefully that will get you up and running with your repeater or your hotspot on the Icom 705. If this helps, please remember to like and subscribe. 7.3, all the best.